Hello esteemed viewers, welcome to our video tutorial for today. In our maths tutorial today, we are going to solve for x in this Olympiad exam question. And we are asked to find the value of x if x to the power of the x root of x is equal to the x root of x to the power of x. We're going to use two methods in solving this question, and in that two methods, we are going to arrive at the same solution. The first method we are going to use is a method that involves the use of logarithm, and we are going to see how we apply that method in solving that question. So to solve this question, all we need to do is to take the log of base x of both sides. Now, if we take the log of base x of both sides, we are going to have log of base x to the power of x, all to the power of x root x, and this will be equal to log to the base of x of x root of x to the power of x to the power of x. So having done that, remember according to logarithm, this will come over here. So we'll have x, the x root of x log of x base x equal to, we are going to still have this x come over here. This will be x log of x to the power of x, the x root of x. So remember, this will give us 1 because log of 10 to the power of 10 base 10 is equal to 1. Any log with the same base and same base, base 10 equal to 1. So we'll have this to be x to the power of x root of x equal to, this will become x log of x root of x base x, and that is exactly what that will give us. Now, according to the law of logarithm, this is multiplying. This is similar to we having x multiplied by root of square root of x. So we are going to take that and then we'll simplify that. If we simplify that, we're going to have our x root of x to be equal to x into bracket. Remember the product law of logarithm. This will now give x x base x plus log of x square root of x to base x. That's what that will give us. Remember, this will give us 1. So we'll have x to base x to be equal to x into bracket 1 plus log of square root of x to base x. So if we simplify that, we are going to also arrive at a more simplified term. So this will give us x to the power to the root of x root of x equal to x multiplied by 1 plus, this is similar to you having log of x raised to power 1 over 2 multiplied by to base x. So x root x will be equal to x into bracket 1 plus 1 divided half log of x to base x. So x to base x will give us 1. So we'll have x root x, x root of x equal to x into bracket 1 plus 1 divided by 2. So let's simplify that. If we simplify that equation, we're going to have as our solution, we're going to have x root of x will be equal to this whole thing will give us, if we simplify it, we're going to have 3 divided by 2. So we'll have 3 divided by 2, x multiplied by 3 divided by 2. X is common, so x will clear x, and then we'll have root x equal to 3 divided by 2. At this point, to clear this square root, we have to square both sides. So for square both sides, we'll have our x here to be equal to the square of 3 divided by 2 by 2. So if we simplify that, we'll have our solution. Finally, our x will be equal to 9 divided by 4. That's the solution to that exponential equation involving x. Remember, I told you we're going to look at two methods. We're going to use two methods in solving this question. Now, let's look at the next method. To analyze the next method, we are going to use a logical method. We're going to use a logical analysis in analyzing the next method. Now, if we are given, remember the question we are given that x to the power of x root of x is equal to x root of x to the power of x. So if we want to solve this using the next method, we'll come to see that x value of x here is much greater than 0, because if this is 0, then this equation will not work. So since the x value over here is greater than 0, we can simply say that x square root of x can be equal to x to the power of 3, square root of x to the power of 3. You might be wondering how I get this. Now, let's analyze this. If we have x square root of x square, this whole value will give us x. If we multiply this value by square root of x, this whole value is same thing as this, and this is still equal to x to the power of 3. Why? Because x squared times x will give us x to the power of 3, and then we'll have the square root. So the square root of x to the power of 3. And remember, from our equation, if we have the square root of y, this can still be equal to y to the power of 1 divided by 2, right? So this expression here can give us x to the power of 3 multiplied by 1 divided by 2, and that will give us x to the power of 3 divided by 2. So why did we do this? We did this so that from that expression, we can simply now say that our x root of x is still equal to x to the power of 3 divided by 2. So that means wherever we find that expression, x root of x, will simply replace that expression with x to the power of 3x. So if x root of x is equal to x to the power of 3 divided by 2, remember the question, we are given that x to the power of x root of x is equal to x root of x all to the power of x. So we are going to substitute this for all these expressions. So this will give us x to the power of x raised to power 3 divided by 2, and this will be equal to x to the power of 3 divided by 2 all in brackets x. So this will give us x to the power of x raised to power 3 divided by 2. Since this is an exponent already, they will multiply. So this will give us x to the power of 3x divided by 2. We have same base. What will happen to the power? The power will equate. So if the power equates, we are going to have x to the power of 3 divided by 2 to be equal to 3x divided by 2. So having gotten that, we are going to simplify from here. Now to simplify from here, all we need to do is to square both sides. We multiply both sides by 2 so as to clear this fraction over here. So if we multiply both sides by the power of 2, we'll have x to the power of 3 divided by 2 multiplied by 2, and this will be equal to 3x divided by 2, all multiplied to the power of 2. So if we simplify that further, we are going to have 2 clearing 2, and then we'll have our x to the power of 3 to be equal to, this will give us 9x squared divided by 4. So having done this, we see that x squared and x to the power of 3 is a common. So what we'll do is to divide both sides by x divided by what? We divide both sides by x squared. If we divide both sides by x squared, we'll have x to the power of 3 divided by x squared equal to 9x squared divided by 4x squared. So x squared will clear x squared. According to the law of indices, x to the power of 3 divided by x squared will give us x, because the powers will subtract. So this will be equal to 9 divided by 4. So you come to see that the solution from the second part is exactly the same solution we got for the first part. So that means the both solutions are correct. This is what I have for you for today. Do share this video with your friends and colleagues, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so that you can get an update of my Maths Olympiad content once they are uploaded. Thanks so much, and bye bye.